needed to pay like $50 just to get my ticket printed out because I didn't use a mobile app. Welcome back to my channel again. So this video I'm going to talk about downside of remote nomadic work lifestyle like that I've been doing past 4 months as a software engineer. So in the previous video I talked about the benefits, real benefits of nomad remote work. But in this video I'm going to talk about something in contrast, downside, because it's not perfect and I don't want to say, hey, this is a perfect life that I'm living in a beautiful beach and working from the beach and drinking coconut water kind of thing. There are of course some real downsides and I want to get real and I want to give out real information to you guys. So let's get started. First one, if you have health issues, like if you have some like medical conditions, it might be hard for you to live this kind of nomad lifestyle because essentially you're traveling to other countries, possibly different language, possibly different cultures, and possibly, and of course, you're not gonna be covered by home country's insurance. So you need to deal with travel insurance and also medical insurance and whatnot. So if you have some condition, you need some constant periodic checkups and the medication and stuff like that. It might be painful and a nightmare and a headache for you. So this is one thing. You need to be healthy to do that. Otherwise, more concerns about getting treated in a foreign country. Of course, some countries treatment is much cheaper and reasonable compared to, let's say, if you're coming from United States. United States is most messed up country in a developed country for medical healthcare perspective. But other than that, most of the countries like Germany, Japan, they have decent healthcare. So yeah, that's that. It could be cheaper in Thailand, for example. But yeah, from United States, definitely cheaper here. Next one is that if you have already family like kids, then or if you need to take care of your grandpa, a lot of obligation, family obligation, nomad lifestyle might not be for you because you need to have some physical presence in your home country or home city, right? And especially if you have kids, especially smaller kids, you cannot move around constantly because they have their schools, kindergarten to high school, elementary school, so you cannot move around like 3 months because you're not single, and so for that reason it might not be for you. So it's best, so this kind of remote nomad lifestyle is best if you're single or if you're single but or if you're a couple or without kids or stuff like that. Next one, if you have a lot of stuff, you have a lot of material goods like cars, you already bought an apartment, you have a lot of furnitures, electronics, a lot of clothes, shoes, branded accessories and stuff like that, it'll be hard for you to move around because nomadic remote lifestyle means you pack up stuff in your suitcase. Ideally, just one small suitcase that you can just carry on to the airplane. That means you need to get rid of a lot of stuff. You need to be pretty minimalistic. For me, I have one carry-on suitcase and also I have a bag. So I put my winter coat, sets of winter coat, and the rest is underwear and the summer t-shirts and shorts. Primarily because I choose to stay in warmer places during the winter time in Southeast Asia, in the summertime, Europe, where I can just wear summer clothes. So that's my strategy. But if you want to have multiple shoes, I only have one set of shoes. But if you want to have multiple sets of shoes, multiple sets of jackets, multiple sets of accessories, electricity, electronics, and furniture, then it's nearly impossible to do this kind of stuff. So you need to be minimalist. And that's what I'm saying. Another thing is if you already have bought your rental property for yourself, then it doesn't really make sense to do this kind of remote nomad lifestyle unless you sell that property to somebody else or do something about those like cars. Those cars just cost you more just for parking lot, even a condo, stuff like that. Or you can rent out your property to somebody else, but still somebody needs money to maintain that, fix some issues, ongoing process. So you have like basically you have more stuff that's gonna tie you down. It's that, you know. So to be more free and then more flexible and mobile, you need to get rid of a lot of stuff like a car, house, apartment, furniture. So if you already have that, you need to get rid of those stuff as a first step. Next one, to do this kind of a remote nomad work lifestyle, you need to deal with a lot of daily stuff in a foreign country. For example, gym, getting contract for your apartment, logistics, visa, medical health, hospital kind of condition and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is you need to have a good management skills, like life, because it takes the management skills to be able to book apartment, book hotel, book airplane ticket, find like immigration information on the website, and finding out new gym. It takes a week or usually a few days for me to find a new gym in a new city because I usually walk around different places and I need to find some gym that are close to my apartment. So finding an apartment and finding a gym is one big ordeal for me, and it takes usually 1 to 2 weeks for me to settle down And in Thailand, I spent about 1 week and a half find a current condo. I walked around and I need to find gym. I need to find some food court that I can eat every single day. So you need to be there and you need to just walk around and spend time. So this is something that you need to do as an overhead if you're doing a nomad lifestyle. Lastly, I want to talk about one of the realest downside of remote nomad work style. For example, when you're booking an airplane but you missed a flight, then you just need to pay for that missed flight. That happened at least twice so far already. I was leaving Japan to Thailand. I got on a train on time, but train got delayed for like 1 hour and a half. So I arrived at the Narita air 5 minutes before airplane departed. Of course, I slept in an airport one night. I paid an extra 150 euros or whatnot for next morning flight. So this is not everything is like problem free. I need to deal with these kind of stuff time to time, not always, but when I'm traveling I need to sometimes pay for carry-on baggage fees because some airline companies charge more money for that. Sometimes, like I remember it was a Kiwi website. Some websites, some airline companies require you check in like 24 hours before. If not, you need to go to airport. You need to go to counter to get your ticket printed out. Pay like $30, $50. Those are for like super cheap airline companies. I needed to pay like $50 just to get my ticket printed out because I didn't use a mobile app. Download it, like did an online check-in, and that made me so angry. Oh my God, I was like just print out a ticket. I did $50, and the flight ticket was like $50. I booked the ticket because it was so cheap, like $50. But because I didn't print out a ticket, I paid another $50. In total, I paid $100, 50% more. That's why I got quite upset or frustrated. But those are things that I dealt a few times. But other than that, this kind of things happen when you are like moving around. So more overhead when you're leaving and arrive. But after a while, after a few weeks to a month, you can settle down. So benefits starts from like 2 weeks after arrival. First few weeks, it's kind of like everything is like new. You need to settle down with a lot of stuff, and once a month you need to do visa situation, clear up Thailand, for example. So there are other things that kind of dirty, not so here kind of things going on every single day life. But those are downsides that I experienced and I've heard. What do you guys think? Do you think dealing with this kind of a little bit of hassles make it not worth having this kind of nomad lifestyle, or do you still want to travel the world, be remote, and have more freedom, work lifestyle? It depends on you. It depends, and it's up to you, right? It's completely up to you. But for me, this is worth it. It's worth the hassle because economically, financially, I'm still well off doing a remote kind of a lifestyle than staying in a city, paying tax in certain country, high tax, or having to pay high rent and high food, and having to deal with bad weather. So for me, overall, I'm saving more money and living my life more to the fullest. That's why I keep doing it, and I like it. So that's it for this video. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful and useful, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and comment below your experience. With that said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.